Hello people of the web and YouTube, Dtpk here, and welcome to Hack Time. Anyway guys, today I'm going to be talking about keystroke injecting, as well as teaching you guys how to make some simple batch files and VBS files to copy basically anything on your hard drive to your flash drive, or anything on anybody else's hard drive to your flash drive. And it's fairly simple and practically raises no alarms at all unless that person doesn't have an administration account. You should be able to run these commands. First of all guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the batch file and the VBS file, okay? First of all, the batch file is where all the magic happens. Basically, this copies everything to the drive we have labeled here. In my case, I got, I don't know if I have this, yeah, I can't remove my flash drive to show you, so I'm just going to use this. Just think of this as the flash drive that's in my computer right now. I have my flash drive in my computer named Dtpk drive, and what this batch does, it's looking for that specific drive out of all my other drives plugged into my computer, which is probably like 4 or 5, let's face it, I got way too many. And it looks for that specific one, and once it finds it, it's gonna make a folder called My Pictures, and it's gonna copy my pictures from my user profile. And if I were to go into File Explorer here, whatever the hell it's called, and type in user profile, and then if I hit that, you can see it opens up my folder where my pictures are, contacts, desktop, documents, and well, I can go even crazier. I can specify another folder on my desktop, but that's no fun, especially if you're going to take this flash drive out, plug it into somebody else's PC, then run this command, because if you do that, chances are they won't have that folder you want to copy. So that's why I kept mine pretty basic: music, my documents, videos, basically everything that was in this folder here I can copy. But yeah, anyway, that's basically that code. Down here, after all this code is ran, this will start. It will start deleting my recents list, everything. Basically, it will delete the whole history of this file ever being ran, and I gotta say, it's really good. Like, it gets me out of so many sticky situations. I just wish I can hit like pause it in the middle of this and have that run, but I don't think you can do that. And my phone's ringing. 1 second, guys. Alrighty bros, I'm back and my throat's even more drier, so forgive me if I start talking a little bit more harshly, and if I start talking slower, it's not because I'm not into this. I'm really into this right now. I just, my throat's killing me, so forgive me. Anyway guys, this is like the 5th or 4th time I tried recording this, so keep that in mind. And yeah, anyway guys, I think we left off here. After all this is done, after it's done clearing out my, recents list and making it look like this file never ran, it basically kills Explorer and starts Explorer back up, and I basically did that so whenever the thing's done, it closes the user out of whatever they're in and it refreshes the desktop like that, which is very visible, because when you're running this code invisibly, you're not going to be able to see it. Because if I were to run it, let's open up this drive and show you if I ran it as a normal batch file right now. If I were to run this as a normal batch right now, you can clearly see the window there and what it's doing, and that's no fun. And I'm going to stop that before it copies too much, because I have another demonstration up ahead that requires the same kind of method, and I do not want to fill up my flash drive. But yeah, and once that's all done and running, it's going to refresh my desktop just to let me know that's done. And if I were to run this one as an admin, which you can do with keystroke injecting, you can actually make yourself a new user account, which is really cool, but the possibility of this working 100% of the time is nay, especially in a business or something. You're not going to be able to. They're going to have that like locked up so you can't add a user to it. But yeah, that's just for shits and giggles, this command. You can delete it because I'm going to have this code down below in the description, as well as the VBS file and the USB Rubber Ducky script that I'm going to be showing you guys in a minute here. Okay, so that's basically it for that code. Now let's look at the VBS code. This just basically tells us to run our secret.bat right here invisibly, basically. That's basically the simplest terms I can put to this code. And I gotta say, it does a really good job. I'm not gonna hit it because I don't really know how to stop it from running, except for going into here and exiting out all the command prompt windows and things, and I don't feel like doing that. But yeah, anyway guys, If you want to make this super duper invisible, you can make a shortcut. Just copy the VBS file, create a shortcut, and then you can hide the 2 files you just made basically and throw some pictures in. Because look at this, like, I'm just a normal user clicking through some pictures, and then oops, I accidentally started copying my files. But there's a flaw to this. It's going to make a folder called all, so to counteract that, you want to make a folder called all and then just make it invisible, so that way when they run this, it will all go in the invisible folder and they won't see nothing happening. They'll just be like, why is my file not opening up? You know, you can call this pic like fish, because it's a picture of a fish I took in from my photography class, I believe. Yeah, that's basically all the code to that, so let me delete that all folder, because I'm going to be going on to the next code here, which is actually pretty freaking legit. This code is a Ducky script that I formulated and made, and this isn't the right one, this is the old one, so just forget all that other code up there and focus on this. Basically, if you were to follow this command out right now, you'd hit Window R, type in cmd, hit enter, and then you would type copy con, and then you would name the file like fish.txt or something, and then I'm going to put like this in and hit Control Z, and basically it makes that file in my user directory, the place we were at before. God, I wish I could remember this command. There we go, and as you can see, there's my file with my text in it. Now basically with keystroke injection, we're gonna make it do this for us, and as you can see, I already have the commands all typed out. I put enters in where they should be, I put the delays where they need to be. Like when the command prompt actually opens, it takes like a 500 millisecond delay before it actually opens, and especially on like older machines, you may want to change this delay even higher if you copy my code. But yeah, basically we're just gonna copy both of these files that I showed you earlier to my user profile directory in like blink of an eye. By the time this is done copying, you're gonna be like, what the fuck just happened? And then all your files will be going right to your flash drive. And first of all, I think it's safe I can take this out now. You can plug the USB Rubber Ducky and your flash drive or your external hard drive into a USB hub, and then plug these both in at the same time from like one port, you know. And I don't have one, I actually do, but it's broke, so I can't even use it for demonstration purposes. But yeah, you can run these both at the same time and just like copy, pull it out, and be done and on your way. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna plug this green USB in, and let's just pretend that was there, hidden in the back of the computer or something, or the person you want to like steal their files from's watching a movie on it. You could just do this when they walk away, just plug in the USB Rubber Ducky like so, and you should see everything typing itself out like super duper fast. You may actually be delayed by a millisecond or two just because I want you guys to see what's gonna happen. Because look at that, our first file's made, our second file's made, and the files ran. And now if I go to my flash drive again, you should see that all folder I was talking about earlier. But if you wanted this to be invisible, you'd make the folder beforehand to make it invisible. That way when the code's all being ran and everything's all hunky-dory, you won't see that happen, you know. But yeah, anyway, goddamn throat work. I'm so used to doing my tutorials super fast, so I'm sorry if I'm not explaining things really clearly. But yeah, that's basically it. This command's still running, and it's gonna take my computer a good old while to complete this, because I have a whole lot of videos and music files, you know. But preferably what you would want to do is get a 3.0 like external hard drive. This one's a terabyte, so you'd plug this in and then plug the Ducky in, and it would copy all this to that drive. But yeah, that's basically the gist of everything that's happening here. So before Fraps, or OBS I mean, has a complete meltdown, I'm gonna stop my command prompt windows from running. And this is a basic way of stopping this without having to shut your whole computer off. If you do end up running this code, you can just go down to Windows command prompt and task. There should be a Windows console host. I think you have to end that one too. And sometimes there's a copier agent running. I forget what it's called, but I'll know it when I see it. And God, my throat's still not working. I'm sorry. What you want to do is you want to stop all them tasks, and basically this will stop copying, and you can just straight up delete the folder. And if you really want to clean up after this is ran and done, you go to your user profile directory again, and you know what, it's gonna take my computer a second. You just delete the invisible.vbs and the testcopy.vbs, and you're done basically. But yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier because I got interrupted and the phone made me lose my train of thought. But if you want this to copy to your specific drive, let's say your drive's called Phil or Bob or Will, anything like that, you would just rename this part here to my new drive or something like that, you know? My new drine. Yeah, English. God, even my text can't talk right now. I'm sorry. It's been a long night and I did this at least 5 or 10 times, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, as you can see, that's all you would do to make this virtually copy to any drive you want. There is a way better code to do this, and I give mad props to Darren Kitchen over at Hack5, the same place where I got the USB Rubber Ducky Keystroke injector, because I based this off his code and various other codes, you know. I put in the explorer.kill and the explorer.start, so I know when everything's done copying, you get that quick little like flash like that, you know, but icons and things, not like a slide motion. But yeah, I basically based it off his code, or removed the UAC. There was really no point to it, I guess. You could have copied these files to anywhere besides temporary folder and it would still work. But yeah, in his script, it basically waits for a flash drive to be plugged in before it copies anything. And in my case, I found that to be a little bit cliche, because it would shut off the moment somebody shuts the computer off, because you have to like, he doesn't have it set up to go to the start folder, which I'm going to eventually change his code around so it goes into a startup folder and runs all the time. That way, as they turn on their computer, I can just plug in my flash drive and basically steal their files right under their noses, you know. Or I could be like, hey friend, you want to watch a movie? Then they plug this in and they're unintentionally copying all their pictures, musics, and videos right to me. Ain't this such like a versatile code? I'm sorry if I'm fangirling over it, but it's super cool. And even though his code has some limitations, I'm going to be trying to fix those, and I'm going to try to incorporate this part of his code here where it deletes a file if it's already there, and then it makes this wait script so it waits for a flash drive to be plugged in, because my code is basically missing that. Let's go back to my invisible copy here. As you can see, mine does not wait for a flash drive to be plugged in, it just instantly starts searching for it. But if you wanted to wait for a few seconds before plugging in your drive, you can do this. You can put like an extra string command in here and an enter. And you could type in timeout, which is basically a countdown. So you can make a countdown from 25 and then put your drive in within that time limit, and the moment the timer hits 0, it copies. But yeah, I'm probably overwhelming you guys right now, and I'll get more in depth with Darren Kitchen's pod slurping code here. That's what the technical term for what we're doing is, pod slurping. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about what USB Rubber Ducky is and what keystroke injection is, and all around it's really cool because watch, I can just remake them files instantly again, and you know what? It's done. Just like that, my desktop's minimized, 2 files are pretty much made, and I didn't have to do a goddamn thing, you know? And as you can see, I didn't make this code to be perfect. Like, I will be fixing it up before I put this in the description. But yeah, I'm basically gonna make it so if those files already exist, let's say you already plugged this ducky into your victim's computer or your computer, you can just rerun it multiple times, you know. You don't want to have to get this error message because it already ran once. But yeah, for now, so you can see it already ran once, and I already have these files in my user, I forget what it was called now, user profile directory, something like that. It's just a cheapy little shortcut to there. As you can see, I already had them here, so they didn't make another copy, but if I were to do this, then plug in my Rubber Ducky, it would run it again. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm gonna make more Rubber Ducky scripts because it's really easy to code for it, and I honestly don't see all that many impressive things over at in the forums at Hack5. No, I'm not trying to shit on them or anything. Just their forums doesn't have much for this, and I've been writing like batch scripts and things since I was little. I have ones that eject the CD tray repeatedly once you plug it in. I've done reverse shells with this thing. This thing is really, really good at doing reverse shells, by the way, because once you plug it in, you basically own that person's computer. You can go home, pull up Kali, type in Metasploit, and there you go. Your reverse shell, basically done in a nutshell. I get it. But yeah, anyway, guys, this has gone on pretty long, and I'm sorry if I overwhelmed you bros. But I'm going to leave today's video here, and if you want to see more, let me know, and I'll try to find some more interesting things to do. But for now, before I pass out from my throat hurting like a bitch, I'm going to leave the video off here. Yeah, Dtpk signing off. Peace. Click on said program, type in a number. I'm going to put this at 30 because I already have it at 25, and hit save. And that should be about it. You have a nice little DVD stand rack jewel case holder thing.